Vidhammer Fantasy.
Welcome back. I'm Spudlow, bringing you your Vidhammer news update for December the 9th of 2013. Just finished the tournament yesterday at Learn to Play Games over in Lutz, Florida. It was a lot of fun. Got to see a lot of new faces and some familiar ones. I actually had a rematch with Steve. One of the first battle reports I ever made was with him, with the Ogres. Over 2 years ago. It was a long time ago, but got to see him again. This was the first time we'd actually seen each other, first game that we'd gotten to play, and we got matched up in the second round and had a lot of fun. I didn't do particularly great for the tournament overall. I got a draw in the first game, lost the second game, and I lost the third game, even though in the second game, points-wise, we ended up the same, but because of the scenario, he had an extra 500 because my army broke when the Storm Vermin ran. And I don't have that many break points because I'm not taking too many infantry blocks. So that might be something I need to look into changing, as well as a few other things. But still had a lot of fun, great venue, a lot of tables. We had about 12 people there. Got to play on the new tables that they're going to be using for Crucible 3. They spent a lot of time and effort custom making all the terrain and everything, and it looks very interesting. There was also one other player who was there, a dwarf player, who had a brilliantly painted army. Just looked absolutely beautiful. I was drooling over that thing. I was just like, man, someday I'm going to be that good. Well, maybe. Wishful thinking. But it was a lot of fun. Enjoyed it. Looking forward to going back. It is about the same distance away as Darkside, which is having a tournament in 2 weeks from now, a 2,999 point tournament that Alex brought to my attention. He was there. He's a player that I've met with several times over in Darkside Comics, and he was at the tournament in Lutz yesterday. He let me know about that one. So looking forward to that one. That should be good. Other than that, hobbying-wise, I broke the hell pit off of the stand yesterday when I was sitting it in things, sitting into one of the cases. But it just snapped off the top of its little plastic sprue that's holding up the clear plastic piece. But I'm going to end up having to put pins on the thing anyway, so it's not too big of a deal. I have to remind myself it's not like the model broke itself in half. It's okay. And I didn't drop a light on it, so that's wonderful. I'll have the battle reports up from the tournament yesterday. Hopefully I'll have the first one up tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have all three of those up before this weekend. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have another weekly game. Then weekend after this upcoming weekend will be another tournament. So having some good battle reports coming for you guys. Other than that, that's about it. And yeah, although I would like to play the Lizardmen again in the weekly game tomorrow, I really want to practice with the Skaven after using them yesterday and not being consistent in playing with that army for the past couple of months and having so much time away from the game. It was very obvious that I've got to clear up some things of what to keep my mind on, especially since I'm using Gutter Runners and Hellpit Abomination, which I don't normally use. The Gutter Runners did great. They did fantastic in the games as long as I remembered to use them. The Hellpit was also a really good punch for things that the Skaven normally don't have any other way to deal with. Red Ogres had quite a bit of power to them, especially having that Warlord of mine on the Red Ogre Bonebreaker. But again, I've got to keep that as the forefront of my army. That packs quite a punch, and I got to use that thing. So just have to rethink some strategies, not stack a bunch of infantry blocks up in the center. Got to push those things out to the side, keep the Hell Pit and the Rat Ogres toward the middle. Got to remember to push the Doom Wheel out to the edge of a flank, because there were so many times in the game where the Doom Wheel could be shooting at the enemy, but because I'd started it close to an infantry block toward the flank, it would roll a poor movement distance on the first turn and end up being closer to my units than their units. Even if my units backed up, I would still be closer to the stinking Doom Wheel, so that was quite aggravating. And yeah, I mean, the dice did hit me pretty hard a couple of times, but on the whole, Generalship-wise, I probably did fair. I didn't do good. I made a few good decisions. I made a few bad decisions. In the end, it evened out. But I definitely wasn't on top of my game by any stretch of the imagination. But still had a lot of fun, a lot of smiling, a lot of jokes the entire time, and just went with the flow. Had a great time. It was a blast. Looking forward to it. Going back again in the next upcoming months and weeks and everything. So I hope your holidays are going well for everyone, and check back with us. We're going to have a lot of battle reports for you through the Christmas season. Until next time, keep fighting.